Scene. Yesterday, I sprained my wrist and low-key tweaked the elbow. About right here in this area, it's very tender. Right here, right there. This hurts, and pushing obviously makes it worse. Same with that. I overstretched the ligaments and everything with the clean and press yesterday. But, not to make injury worse, but wanting to rehab, I've been doing some things, and I figured if other people are having issues, why not, record my process and maybe help out a couple others. So, with it being overstretched, I want to be very careful with stretching my wrist. So, there's going to be some things I do, and it's going to be a lot of wrist strengthening exercises. I was going to do some of them standing, but just for the angle, how I want to position the wrist and the hand requires some help from the floor or wall, whichever you prefer. I prefer the floor though. Okay, I should have started this off with, I am not certified, just a casual lifter, hopefully going to help you out. So, oh my gosh, right off the bat, that's how rough it is. So, both are kind of strained, but the left has the more severe condition. Wow, that was, okay, it's worse. So, already right out of the gate, this is like max range of motion right now. I'm going to hold this for a little bit. Oh, goodness. Wow. Ooh. Like I said, I want to be very careful. I don't want to push it to where I feel a sharp pain, so it might be burst stretching. Just hold it as long as I can. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to shake that out. Wow, that is not a good sign. I'm going to stretch it this way now. Oh, yeah, bud. You're cooked. Oh. Yeah, that definitely is not optimal. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. I feel like Deadpool. Oh, God. Wow. I apologize if that's loud. Goodness. And then I'm gonna do that again. Yeah, this is fresh, and okay. Go the other way. Oh. It's ironic, these stretches are what I do, well, used to do when I was trying to get back into clean and press, to have the wrist flexibility to perform it, without much issue. And I'm doing it to rehab because I didn't do them to be proactive. Because my wrist mobility isn't the greatest, and it requires a lot of work because I neglect it. And I'm paying the price. But I do hope this can help somebody, because this stuff, injuries are no joke. They suck. This will be the last round that I do for the static stretching. At least this way. Okay. That was quick, and I know it wasn't like the rest, but oh my gosh. I'm going to try to Oh. So like I noticed with the end of the workout yesterday, uh, especially on those pull downs, I wasn't feeling maximum grip force because when I go to grip as hard as I can, I feel almost like a block or a sharpness right under the palm of my hand, right at that spot where it joins the hand to the wrist. So, excuse me. I wonder if I overstretched the tendon or just inflamed it to no tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing a couple max grip uh, holds, just like, I don't know, maybe 2 to 5 seconds a piece, 2 to 5 repetitions. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh man, yeah. The biggest thing with injuries is you don't want to just neglect them. You don't want to just not do anything. You don't want to push it further, but you want to work at them, get blood in there, because it won't heal properly if you're not being proactive with it. Especially tendons, they are very hard to get blood flow, so isometrics work really well with them. On to the next round. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Probably gonna do one more tonight because it's low-key already. It's kind of progressing into my thumb. So we'll move from this. We'll go to what I do for the wrist strength flexion. Yeah, I don't remember all the technical names. So just like wrist curls, wrist extension, and like a bunch of twisties. Okay, last round. 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's okay. Let me grab my resistance, and I'll be right back. The water bottle, wall ball. But yeah, just a water bottle. It's not completely full. The sink angle is other ways, but it's not meant to be heavy. It's supposed to be very like moderate because that already is giving me trouble. So we're gonna get some blood flowing into there. First thing is extension. So with this, I'm gonna hold I'm gonna try to get all the weight in the bottom of it, but yeah, it's not gonna be a lot. It's gonna be like 15 reps for 3 sets. So there's 4, 5. There's 13, 14, 15. I'm gonna do this for both sides just to, be proactive. I like the balance, but I don't want to, bore you guys out. So the next one is going to be that curl, that wrist curl. My goodness. Yeah, that's not great. So similarly, it's going to be 3 sets of 15. So that's 3. Thirteen, 14, 15. I think it's especially important when you are rebuilding to go through like as much range of motion as possible because you're going, like, it's, how do I want to explain this to you guys? If you can strengthen your like entire range of motion, you're going to be stronger overall, and it's going to help your recovery that much more. Because if you're doing like just up here, like a quarter rep, like there's so much more. Like you're not, like, I'm feeling how that's stretching underneath my thumb right now, as opposed to just right there. Like I wouldn't have noticed that. And if you can't, complete your full range of motion and you're not like utilizing it all, you're just doing a disservice to yourself. So I'm emphasizing use the full range of motion. That's what I'm trying to get at. And we'll move on to my third and like final exercise for the wrist is just going to be, twisting the thumb from the top facing the ceiling down to the floor. And do that for 15 reps as well for 3 sets. Just count that as 3. $11, 13, 14, 15. And there's not a rush. You're not just boom, 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 boom. Really focus on feeling each rep and how your arm, your wrist, your thumb, every piece of your flesh, how that's feeling. You want, like, slow control and keeping the tension through the whole exercise and through each rep is going to tell you more than if you're just, boom, 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 boom. There is a time and place for that explosiveness and that rush, but not for the rehab. For me personally, going slow, like I said, tells me what actually is wrong, what is giving me the trouble. Like that set just told me that more so of this part of my wrist is the issue and the underlier up into my thumb. So I need to work more so on strengthening that tendon and that ligament back up as opposed to over here. Now I need to do some stuff for the elbow, which I'm about to go look at that. But just really be methodical about it. Be very slow and listen to what the body's telling you. The pain you feel, the sensation you feel, it's telling you what you need. And if you're just going through it and not listening, you're not going to know what it's telling you. Be intentful with this, because if you're just, going through the motions, you're not going to recover as fast as you could. It is important to be methodical and intentful with the rehab. Now on to my elbow. We're going to go do something for that. Scene. It is still strange to have the mic, I'm not going to lie. So, but I'm going to get right into it. Like I said, I'm going to do something for this elbow, this irritation, and this tenderness. I'm going to do an isometric. I'm going to do essentially an isometric tricep hold. So I'm going to be pushing as hard as I can. I'm going to bring it down actually a little further. Push as hard as I can against this wall. What is it? Essentially doing a tricep push down for as hard as I can and as long as I can, because I feel it right there already, just right in the elbow. So let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I even felt that in my thumb, so I know my arm is a little fried. So I am going to do that probably 2 more times for the same amount of time, if not a little longer, because it's more of a tendon problem than a muscle problem. And need to get some blood flow. Again, I'm also going to be doing all this to my right arm. Balance is pretty important to me, and I don't want to get this over strong and then this guy's just like shrivels away. It won't do that because I won't let it, but I'm over explaining why I'm doing it. I love you all. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm doing to correct the damage I did yesterday. And if it helps you guys, that is the whole goal. You know, we got to learn from our mistakes and help each other out. You guys are stronger than you guys think, more capable than you know. I love you all. Jesus loves you too.